John Azzarelli with this Holy Cross Tennis. It's been a few years, John, since you and I were hanging out here at our Carol and Janelle's looking back at some of the pictures. We're over in the takeaway kitchen, and one of your players' brothers was on the team. He was a pretty good player back then. So that tradition continuing. Let's talk about your squad this year. I mean, two guys we talked to, hey, I started in like 9th grade and I got a little bit better, and here they are as seniors and contributing pretty well.
They've improved immensely, right from the top to the bottom of the lineup. Garage, senior captain, leader, had a great year. He played some really tough opponents and he held his own with them. He did what he had to. He kept the team in line. He's a great leader. David Huster, he's going to be captain next year. David's learned a lot, I guess, from Garage. He was really strong for us this year. I think he only had 2 losses. Same with Chris. Chris has improved every year for us. And this year he won some big matches. Moving right down the lineup, and I picked up 2 really good freshmen this year, Ray Zhang and Alex Harrison. And they're going to be a strong part of our program in the coming years. But they did their job this year really well. I think they only had 1 loss throughout the season or 2. Then I have my second doubles. I have a senior and a junior playing, Aaron Jumper and Connor Straka, who isn't here with us tonight, but they contributed. I mean, our goal this year was to build a strong doubles program. And in our league, if you can win doubles, you can win your league. And we pretty much did that, with the exception, of course, Abington, who was kind of up above everyone this year. There's a lot of good competition in the league this year. My guys really made me really proud this year. They stuck to it. They practiced, and no matter how cold it was, they were out working. 35 degrees, they were out there. We called ourselves the Tennis Warriors.
And you guys were 5-8 last year, and able to beat Scranton Prep, which is no easy feat, but some of that coaching gets into that, but then the guys got to go out and perform too. Yeah,
they did. And beating Prep is always a big one for us. I think we beat them a few years ago when David's brother was on the team. I think we had a good win a few years ago. But other than that, Prep's always tough. And a good friend of mine took over the team this year. He used to be one of my coaches, and it was a lot of fun, being able to play against them this year. Abington was a really good match for us, our only loss. And their coach mentioned that it was the best match they had all year, which made me feel really good because we've got some tough competition coming ahead now in districts.
Your guys that are veterans now are like, man, these freshmen are so much better than us. But it's nice to hear that they're proud of these kids and where they're starting and where they're going. Hey, they're going to be really good at a couple. They're good now, but they have a big ways to grow in this program.
Well, the 2 freshmen, they're young, a little bit immature, but they're both learning. They're both getting more confidence every day, and they have good leadership from the upperclassmen, especially Garage, who's been a great influence on them, and David and Chris. And it's going to be a lot of fun the next couple of years.
These guys could eat some pizza. We're watching that right now over there. They could throw it down, huh?
We do it all the time. They're professionals. We go out. We've probably been out 10 times this year. We go out and eat pizza and wings, and it brings us together. We bond, whether we win or we lose. Knock on wood, we've been winning a lot, so it's been a lot more fun. But the guys bond together. We talk tennis and they joke, and it just cuts the ice all the time.
The wallet's a little lighter, but the kids are happy, right?
I don't mind that at all. That's what I don't particularly need whatever they pay me at Holy Cross.
I gotcha.
I like to spend it on the kids, and I enjoy it.
Sure.
It's
you got great support. Ben Tallarico, the principal.
Al Calais has been the big supporter.
Al Calais, what a great guy, and his career and him retiring now. And
I know, I'll miss him more than anybody. Al's been great, and I wish he was still with us, but I guess his son's going to be taking over part of the program, and so it's
great people.
Yeah, they are.
Much like yourself. Let's talk about just being around these kids and these families, and then they had a lot of nice things to say about their own families, but being a part of this tennis family at Holy Cross, I'm sure you have some great parents, and it's just a nice, the Holy Cross community is great, but this tennis community is pretty darn good too.
It's especially good for me. And my parents have been great. They come out, they support us. They're just super supportive, and it's such a good feeling.
Couple weeks here in May, get busy, and you're hoping it's 1 week at a time, one situation at a time. Starts with team. districts.
Team districts.
So let's
Thursday.
talk about putting all your eggs in one basket with team districts and just trying to make it work. Everybody's going to have to face the weather, which looks like a rainy week.
Yeah, it does. Well, Thursday is team districts with North Pocono. We're hosting them. We did well against them during the season, but they have a good team, and it's going to be a challenge just to make sure we can, stay strong. And if we can get past that, then it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, it's great to talk with you again, and good to see you and your kids here at Holy Cross. And congratulations on a fantastic season. And I know there's a little more tennis to go.
There is. Thanks, John. I appreciate it.